Hello everybody, my name is T.U.S.K and welcome to part 1 of Random Wuthering Waves lore. When we joined the game, we spawn from the T.U.S.K. If you walk back from where we meet Yang Yang and Chixia, you can see a crash site. Tacit fields have a dormant period. The faster the field forms, the longer the dormant period. However, longer dormant periods mean stronger tacit discords. Resonance beacons can sometimes offer protection when you are 5 meters close to them. All resonance beacons share data. A resonance nexus offers coverage of the whole city and provides protection from tacit discords. As Chixia states, you could think of them as large server stations, or in short, it's a navigator, a defense system, and a regional information center. You could think of them as Wi-Fi towers, but more advanced and capable of warding off tacit discords. Everything in the world of Wuthering Waves is made up of frequencies, and every sound generates a reverberation. Reverberations are incorporeal, or does not have a physical property. The idea of frequencies and reverberations is similar to the idea in physics where our world are made up of strings. Strings that vibrate in a certain way to produce different particles that make up our universe. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations of sentient beings. Overclocking happens when a resonator's mental capacity is overwhelmed, or they have used too much of their abilities. It causes them to lose control of their forte or power, causing an overflow of resonance energy. Wave-worn phenomena anomalies started after the lament. Examples of these anomalies are tacit fields, the T.U.S.K, retroact rain, and gravity loss. In the Huanglong nation, there are 6 known cities, one of which is Jinzhou City. In Huanglong, there are 6 Sentinels, also known as Oracle engines. Each of the 6 Sentinels belong to each 6 cities in Huanglong. Jue is the Sentinel of Jinzhou. Most Sentinels in Huanglong are dragons or long. Others have other form. An Oracle is a person or thing considered to provide insight, wise counsel, or prophetic predictions. The Sentinels used to be one entity. Some resonators can detect formations of tacit fields, like Yang Yang. Her resonance ability is reading streams in the wind. The main character's arrival was predicted long before we arrived. In the beginning of the game, Yang Yang describes our tacit mark as a terminal. The terminal, or Pangu terminal, can convert reverberations into an echo. This is required for humans to record and replicate an echo's frequency. Databanks in our terminal can only absorb echoes that are lower level or equal to your databank's level. Pangu is the first living being and creator of all in Chinese mythology and Taoism, basically God, but Chinese. Yang Yang once stated that from the comprehensive mirror for historians, it was stated that a celestial being descended, commanding the Qiankun's boundless power. Assuming mortal form, they condensed the primordial essence, creating Pangu. Cleaving heaven and earth apart, they aligned the celestial and terrestrial. Their radiance encompassed the 4 corners. Thus began the illustrious annals of Huanglong, as provinces were first demarcated. Or as Chixia states, there was once a very strong person in history that held the whole universe right in their hands. As there were no terminals back in those days, they absorbed tacit discords with their bare hands, and the tacit discords that they absorbed were the most powerful of them all. That person then turned him into the first echo ever. Using this echo's power, they rebuilt the world and sorted out the laws, and started the history of Huanglong. Current classification levels of tacit discords are common, elite, overlord, calamity, and Trinodians. Crownless is a tacit discord that embodies war itself. It comes from the hatred of fallen warriors and the fear of survivors. When we enter Jinzhou, Camellia referred to us as the seed of fate. Jinzhou City was established several cycles ago during the year of Wei, using the sexagenary cycle, which is a Chinese calendar system. The academy, or Huaxu Academy, the place where Baiji and Mortefi works at, is referenced as the political hub of Jinzhou and where the Grand Library is located. Mortefi is the head of the branch of Tacitite Weaponry within the Department of Safety at the Academy. According to San Hua, she states that her eyes can see the frequencies of all living beings, or rather, those frequencies are the only things that she can see. She states that we share the same frequency as the Madam Magistrate or Jinshi. As she describes, we look undistorted, authentic, or in our original form. Basically, we appear as we are to her eyes. Additionally, Sanhua is hesitant to describe how other people look like. It was stated that Jue manifested during the Gorgeous of Spirits battle. However, it is also mentioned that it was at Mount Firmament, where the people of Jinzhou originated from, was also where Jue first manifested, which is a contradiction. Did Kuro make a mistake? The game mentions the 4 holy creatures in Chinese mythology. In their version, they state that in the east is the teal long, in the west, the white tiger, in the south, the vermilion bird, and in the north, the black tortoise. My theory is that the east teal long is Jian and Lingyang is the white tiger, as well as Changli, the vermilion bird. If you want to learn more about this theory, please check out my other video about why Abby might be evil. And with that, I'll see y'all in part 2 of Random Wuthering Waves lore.